Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the president of Jewish National Fund USA, Dr. Saul Lizerbram.
So good evening. It's an honor to welcome you to our global conference for Israel. And thank you to our local leaders and participants for your gracious welcome to the city of Denver. At every past Jewish National Fund USA conference, we begin with lively remarks and spoke about the incredible work we do, the people who make it possible, the outcomes, what we achieve, and our vision for tomorrow. But tonight is different. Things have changed. Although it's been nearly 2 months since October 7th, our collective consciousness, our collective understanding of our world remains still in a state of shock. In this moment, it feels as though we are in a fight for our very survival. Yet this evening, under clouds of darkness, we gather and we recognize the strength of our Jewish people and the work that we do. We are with friends, Jewish and non-Jewish, here and everywhere, and we say to the world that we are one and that we are an insurmountable force. Over the next few days, we will share with you what this organization has done over these past 2 months and where we go from here, because we are the doers. We are the builders. That is Jewish National Fund USA. Since 1901, Jewish National Forum has transformed the land of Israel for our Jewish people everywhere. From the very beginning, we set out to reclaim our ancestral soil, purchasing land acre by acre, thanks to coins dropped in blue boxes around the world. Those coins and donations came during times of hardship and literally took food off the plates of families. Yet those coins represented so much: hopes, dreams, and vision. All across the world, people, young and old, participated. Our Jewish homeland for the Jewish people everywhere. That is Jewish National Fund USA. Fast forward to the early 1940s, to a moment during which our Zionist movement was in full swing as the Holocaust was ravaging Eastern European Jewry. It's hard to imagine both of those things being true at the same time, but they were. Yes, in 1943, the first kibbutz was established outside of Gaza. And yes, it was on land purchased by Jewish National Fund. On Yom Kippur in 1947, David Ben-Gurion ordered the building of 11 tower and stockade communities. This represented a legal, physical, and emotional commitment to the Negev, which is 60% of the land of Israel. The climate and landscape was unforgiving, but these communities transformed the desert into small oases across the south. In 1948, Israel announced her independence and was recognized by the United Nations. It was these same communities, Kibbutz Negba, Natzim, Yad Mordechai, and others, whose names we know by heart, that held off the onslaught of the Egyptian army. There was nothing but these communities standing between the Egyptian army and Tel Aviv. What a thought. Then, as they are now, they are the heroes of our people. In the following decades, Jewish National Fund USA worked with these people in these communities to bring 500,000 people to the region to realize our Blueprint Negev plan. And when the Israeli government made grand moves for peace, we were there to support our people. Peace with Egypt meant leaving communities built in the Sinai. They were moved to start new lives on this land that faced Gaza. We were there. After the disengagement from Gaza in 2005, we helped establish communities like Shlomit, Naveh, B'nai Netzarim. We were there. We removed every last Israeli citizen from Gaza, a painful move that we truly believed would usher in an opportunity for peace. Following disengagement, when the Eshkol region came under frequent rocket fire from Gaza, we rose to the challenge. We built the Sderot indoor playground, changing the narrative for children in the area. Before, these children only had 15 seconds to seek safety from rockets. Instead, we gave them a place to play in peace. We also invested in parks, recreation centers, swimming pools, the Groove Tech, resilience centers. We built over 500 housing sites in Sderot, and they were oversubscribed. We've helped Sderot grow from 21,000 people just a few years ago to 42,000 people today. This progress is because we just don't plant trees. We invest in infrastructure. We even invested in a dairy farm. We built kindergartens, community centers, synagogues, and medical centers. We work with the people who live in these places, who are our family, and together we made a real impact on this special corner of Israel. Sadly, today, those 42,000 people have been evacuated. They're living in 9 different communities throughout Israel. But they know that we have their back. They know we were there with them yesterday, that we are with them today, and we will be with them tomorrow. Tonight I share all of this history and all of our work, not because we're here to celebrate. Instead, I share this because I'm here to remind all of us that we've built this area once before, and we will do it again. Yes, there are obstacles ahead. Yes, there's security challenges that must be addressed. But this is our 1901 moment. This is our 1948 moment. In the shadow of tragedy and uncertainty, we will rebuild. Yes, we will cry. Yes, we will mourn. And we will honor. And together, this weekend here in Denver, with 2,500 Zionists, 500 college students from across the country, 250 teenagers and high schoolers, and our family from Israel. We draw inspiration and energy from one another. I want to acknowledge our friends from the KKL, Vice Chairman David Yari, Acting CEO and CFO Yuval Yeni, CDO Roni Vinakov, Chief of Staff Nancy Sahada, Board members Daniel Avidar and Ronit Beutner, and Chief Legal Advisor Shimi Barron, and a warm welcome to our friends from JNF in Canada, CEO Lance Davis and your team, and the National President Nathan Diezenhaus and the rest of your leadership. We are thrilled you're here with us today. I want to acknowledge Vered and Doron Lipstein, wife and brother of our dear friend Ophir Lipstein, the mayor of Shar HaNegev, who was tragically murdered on October 7th, defending his community. He will remain in our hearts, and at the front, there's an empty seat for all the remaining hostages who we are praying for their swift and safe return. I want to take a moment and recognize all of our friends and affiliates who have come in from Israel. You are our heroes. Together, we are driven to do more and to do better. Thank you for being here. Thank you for living there. And thank you for being our guiding light. And to all of you in this room, thank you for everything you do. We would not be able to do the things we do without you. And a special thanks to our sponsors for this opening ceremony, NAI, Seamus, Minkowski, Denver's leading full-service commercial real estate firm. We appreciate your generosity and continued support in helping provide matching funds for JNF's USA Emergency Resilience Campaign Fund. It's making a world of difference. We'll hear more about how those funds are being used a little later on. To continue our evening program, please welcome to the stage Rabbi Erez Sherman of Sinai Temple in Los Angeles, the chair of Jewish National Fund USA's Rabbis for Israel, Dr. Kathy Dorsch, pastor and spiritual leader in Little Rock, Arkansas, Gadi Alan, a member of Jewish National Fund USA's President Society, Green Horizons Task Force, Austin Board of Directors, and Austin Chair for Alexander Muss High School in Israel. During his service in the IDFs, in 1976, he was part of the strike force that stormed the airport in Entebbe to rescue the Israeli hostages. And last but not least, Bob Lemke, Vice President of Jewish National Fund USA's Water Task Force.